Hi friends, today to put Lord Asriel from the His Dark Materials series into the spotlight. His Dark Materials is a trilogy of books. It's since been adapted into a not so good movie called The Golden Compass and a much better TV show called His Dark Materials. For now, only the first season of the TV show is out, and it's the equivalent of pretty much the first book of the series. The movie, The Golden Compass, only covers the first book, or pretty much the first book. Hence why this video is part 1. As more seasons of the TV show come out, the equivalent to the books 2 and 3 of the book series, I'll be able to do more character spotlights on these same characters. So for now, I'm only going to be looking at Lord Asriel in the first season of the TV show, the movie, and the first book of the series. Lord Asriel is who we believe to be Lyra's uncle at first, but we find out he's actually Lyra's father.
I'll tell you. If you tell me why you lied to me about being my father.
He's an explorer and a scholar who's obsessed with dust.
We can't see the child clearly because the child does not attract dust, which, given the nature of dust, is precisely the point.
He comes up with an experiment that allows him to open up a door or a window into other worlds.
If you've come to stop me, you're too late.
Too late to stop the experiment, yes, but not too late to stop you.
Oh, I am pleased that you came, Marisa, to see what I've done.
The name Asriel is a Hebrew name from the Bible. It means help of God or God's helper. Obviously, this name being so linked to religion is pretty ironic. The irony is that Lord Asriel goes up against the Magisterium in his world.
My next discovery, however, may be considered even more heretical.
Asriel, be very careful.
And the Magisterium is the equivalent to our Catholic Church. Lord Asriel's demon, Stel Maria, has settled as a snow leopard.
We should rest.
Bearing in mind that a demon's settled form tells us a lot about their human, it's pretty interesting that she's a snow leopard. Obviously, snow leopards live in cold climates and are very isolated. This is very true of Lord Asriel, who spends most of his time in the north, and he's basically alone except for his butler.
I know the Magisterium have never ventured this far north, but really, I feel we're pushing our luck here.
However, another huge side of a snow leopard is they are predators. They have a lot of dominance and control over the animals around them. This is a side of Lord Asriel that we see a lot. Whenever he walks into a room, he immediately dominates it and takes control of it.
Ren, I wasn't expecting to be disturbed.
Oh. My lord.
However, another side of being a predator is being a ruthless killer. This again is a side of Lord Asriel that we know all too well. There aren't actually that many differences in Lord Asriel's character between the book, the movie, and the first season of the TV show. The first one, and probably the most blatant one, is his appearance. In the book, he's described as having black hair and black eyes. However, in the movie, he's very clearly blonde with blue eyes. And in the show, he still has the blue eyes, though his hair is a bit closer, being salt and pepper. The first scene where we see Lord Asriel is also different across all three mediums. In the book, we only see him in Jordan College when he's about to get poisoned by the Master. However, in the movie, we see him walking through Oxford with his demon, Stel Maria.
We call demons.
Are we going to see the child?
I should think so.
And in the show, we actually see a scene that doesn't come from the His Dark Materials book series. It comes from the prequel series, The Book of Dust. In this scene, we see that Oxford is covered under a great flood, and Lord Asriel is bringing a baby Lyra to Jordan College for Scholastic Sanctuary.
This is Lyra and Pantalaimon.
Asriel.
I hereby invoke the privilege of Scholastic Sanctuary.
Overall, we see more of Lord Asriel on the TV show than we do in the book or the movie. We see more snippets of him in the north.
Jordan College are going to take some convincing. I have to be certain of what we have before I stand in front of them.
However, by far the biggest difference across all three mediums is the ending. Now, the show and the book are very similar. The last 3 chapters of the book are condensed into the last episode of the show. For those of you who need a quick refresher, these scenes are when Lyra and Roger are with Lord Asriel in the north.
I'm not like you. Would never have chosen to leave Jordan.
I know.
But now here we both are. Halfway around the world.
The big climactic ending is that Lord Asriel actually kills Roger to open up a window to another world. Obviously, he doesn't mean to kill Roger. All that he's doing is separating Roger from his demon. Unfortunately, most kids who undergo this surgery die. This is seen very clearly in the show. However, the movie ends before Lyra and Roger even get to Lord Asriel.
It's telling me about my father. It says I'm bringing him what he needs.
This was probably seen to be a more climactic ending for a movie. The directors obviously hoped they'd be able to make consecutive movies using the other books. They obviously thought that having Lyra and Roger flying away into the distance would mean that more people would want to see what happened next. Unfortunately, no more movies were made, so this movie just ends really weirdly. Daniel Craig, better known for his role as James Bond, played Lord Asriel in the movie. James McAvoy plays him for the TV show. Interestingly enough though, McAvoy was not at all on the list of actors considered for this role. See, McAvoy was actually a massive fan of the books. He found out that one of his friends was actually one of the directors for this TV show. He would often talk to her about how much he loved the books, all the different aspects that he adored, and the things he hoped would be seen on the show. One Friday, McAvoy was once again talking to his friend about his love of the books and how he was very excited for this TV show. Later that day, she actually called him and explained that all of the actors they had lined up to play Lord Asriel, the main actor and then the backup they had, both quit. She asked McAvoy if he was willing to take on the role. Being a huge fan of the books, he obviously agreed. She followed up by saying that today is Friday and we need you to start filming on Monday. Will you be ready? McAvoy wasn't worried at all. He basically knows the books by heart, so he was more than ready for this role. As a fan of the books, McAvoy has said that he believes that the TV show is a very faithful adaptation. This is something many fans, myself included, have echoed. For those of you who hadn't read the books or seen the movie, what did you think of the big revelation that Lord Asriel was actually Lyra's father and not her uncle? And for those of you who have read the books and seen the movie, did you like this version of Lord Asriel? Or did you prefer him in the movie? Or did you see him as completely different? Please tell me in the comment section down below. And until next time, happy bubbles! Thanks so much for watching this video, and thank you to my Patreon bubblers for supporting the channel. If you want to see any of my other videos, you can click on the box on the left to watch a character spotlight I've done on Lyra Belacqua. Or you can click on the box on the right to watch a video that the YouTube algorithm thinks you would enjoy. Thanks for liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell.